Something Bunkum, Episode 11, Audio Upgrade, a Part 2. So this is the actual setup. This is what I'm thinking. I feel like I'm doing the weather with this map. World weather. I can walk back and forth. What? Bam! This is Africa. This, where is it? Is South America. Yeah? Brazil. So I'm using the H1n Zoom. Right? It's right there. I've got, obviously, the camera set up. I've got the key light hanging out. I was hoping this window would provide a good fill light, but it doesn't, because it's dark outside. There's like a forest. I got my backlight and the world map. The one thing that I'm worried or concerned about is the echo in this room. I mean, I can hear it, you know, it's huge. So we'll have to see what kind of audio editing that requires. And then eventually I can maybe put some egg crate or something on the walls to calm that down a little bit. Or maybe just some furniture in this room. I was gonna do it in the other room, which is where the office is, and there's no carpet at all, so it's even worse. You got the hardwood floor, hardwood floor. Anyway, so yeah, this is the setup. This is the new setup. I'd considered using the Behring Eurorack, that mixer, the Shure BG 1.0, but I think those are much better suited to recording music than recording the podcast. And also, I'm starting to think that maybe instead of using that Shure mic, maybe I should just use the H1n. And in fact, in saying all of this, I realize I have not set the levels on the H1n, so this could be either completely silent, or it could be really loud. Let's find out. The one thing I don't like about the H1n, there's two things I don't like. One, it only records in stereo, which it would be nice if there was just a little switch that was like, and now you're in mono. That's not a big deal in Final Cut Pro or Premiere or whatever. You can just take the audio and it's just a button, and it changes it from stereo to tracks, a left and a right, to give that room feel like you have multiple sounds coming from different directions. It makes one signal out of it, just does a dual track. So it's called dual mono. And it makes it a lot louder, and I'm pretty sure that's essentially the same as mono. I'm not, regardless, that's not a big deal, but it seems like it would have been a very easy thing to do for the H1n. Then again, maybe that's a hardware thing, and I don't know. The second thing, let's say I'm using it the way I am. There's really no way for me to stand back here and be able to read the dial of, do I have the gain at what it needs to be? If you don't know what gain is, so when you talk about sound, you've got volume, which everybody understands, how loud something is, but you also have gain. And the idea is they're kind of the same thing, just two sides of the same coin. Volume is how loud something is coming out of a speaker. Gain is kind of how loud something is going into whatever you're recording. So it's the volume of the input. That's your gain. If it's too hot, if it's too high, you don't get anything. You get a bunch of and explosions. So the H1n has this nice little knob, which is an upgrade from the previous version, that allows you to, just sort of thumb it and make the gain higher or lower as needed. And it gives you a little level bar, and it's really nice. Unless you can't see it, which right now, there's really no way for me to see it unless I kind of do this. I just kind of guessing, wait, hi. Yeah, I was hoping I could pull a move. That's a problem. So, I don't know, it might behoove me to like get a little mirror, like a little, old school, get a little mirror, put it, like attach it. Or it'd be cool if like the little LCD thing just popped up and angled. That'd be awesome. Just something to where you can actually see the display. Oh well. Anyway, so this is it. A little bit more complicated, but really I'm just adding in audio and I'm standing in front of a map. That's the audio upgrade part 2. There's not much else to it. Another problem with the H1n, it's a safety feature, I believe. When you hit record, which is the button with the red dot in it, it has a nice LED red light that tells you it's recording. The thing is, you have to press and hold it for it to actually record. All too often, I'm like, okay, everything's cool. I hit record, I see the red light, and I step back. And as it turns out, it's not recording because I didn't press and hold. That's a bit of a bitch. A bitch. Okay, so part of this new upgrade is I can do what I just did. I can move out of the way. Why is that a big deal? Because one, I can post things here. I have no idea what I'm gonna post here, but it's gonna be something. Or it can be like, and have a little bit more dynamic whatever, if I wanna get cheesy, and I usually do. The second thing this space and standing allows, other than better blood flow, is I can do an interview. Bam, I can actually talk to someone, cheat out a little bit, not do this. Talk to someone and boom, boom, boom. Hey man, what's up? What do you think about my map? Nothing much, dude. Your map's awesome. Dude, right? So I can do that. I could even have maybe even a third person. Me, boom, but you get the idea. I might even be able to pull some stupid YouTube style tricks where I have me here. Hi, I'm doing a thing on this side.
You're dancing, and I'm dancing too. I just can't cross this imaginary line.
And at the same time, right. It allows me to do all those things. Something that my buddy, Ben, also known as Baad, and I did last night is we did a live stream, actually on Something Bunkum. It's sort of something I'm calling game talk. It's about tabletop RPGs, and we'll probably get into some other games and whatnot. The main idea, however, is with better internet, which you can't see it, but there's a router down here. And this setup, I can do live streaming. That will be very cool. It's a very different animal. I can live stream and then also record and save it for later. Although now that I think about it, I only know how to live stream with OBS, which is a software for streaming, and then stream it to YouTube that way. I don't know how to do so with this camera, because this just records straight into the iPhone. I wonder if there's a way to record, have a cord coming out of my iPhone into my computer. So almost like use the iPhone as the computer's camera. I wonder if that's possible. It's essentially, instead of having a webcam, I'd use my iPhone as the webcam. And I have no clue how to do that. I might be able to do it through screen sharing. That might work. We'll have to try that shit. I will, yeah, that's it. Okay, we're good. I don't know if this map is up to date. It's not. Not up to date map.